5 transitions for Final Cut Pro that you can use today. These been some of my go-to transitions that I've been using for years. I done used them for projects for some of my biggest clients that sign the record labels like Columbia Records and Sony Music. These is plugins that you can use for any type of videos. Some of them cost money, but they all are easy to use and they all look professional. So let's get to it. All right, so all these clips is color graded already. I'm about to just show y'all the transitions. So that's the first transition we got right there. Boom. This transition is from Fast Movement Effects from Tineytapes. I believe it's from Tineytapes. So basically you got 2 clips right here. Feel me? Got 2 clips right there. And I usually choose this one right here. Put it right over the top. I don't need that. And just like that. Now these is a bundle of transitions. I could show a different one real quick. Choose hit harder. That's actually fire, I ain't gonna lie. Just let me see what else they got. Insane. That's decent. I'm gonna go back to the quick one though. Boom. So yeah, this pack costs, but it ain't that expensive. I probably only paid like $24 for it or something like that. It ain't nothing crazy. So the next transition we got is right here. Right there. So it's basically just a speed ramp and a flash. Feel me? Real simple to do, but it look professional. You could do it for any video. Boom. As you can see, I got 2 clips. This one, these 2 right here, and I want to put a transition right there, right? So what I do is I take the first clip that's playing and I duplicate it by holding the Option and dragging it right to the end. I'm dragging it under. These purple bars is adjustment layers. That's why I do my color grade on. So I drag that duplicate to the end. Then I want to reverse it. Right. So now you see it's going backwards. And I want to speed it up after that. You can hit Command R. See. Bring it down to there. Then after that, go to your transitions, go to lights and click flash and drag it onto there. Delete that one, only keep it on the end. You could drag it out a little bit and let's see. And there you go. I actually want to make it go faster like that and then drag it out. Could even drag it out further and make it longer. So the first 2 transitions together. That's fire. Now the third transition is this. Play it one more time. Now this transition is like a speed ramp with an overlay, but you don't got to do it yourself. I actually got this in a pack called MTransition Scrub actually, and this come with 30 different little variations. I think I chose this one right here, MTransition Scrub 07. So if I delete it, You see we got two clips on top of each other. Get the first clip, boom, then the second clip, right? So I take MTransition Scrub 07, drop it on there. It's only in the front, and I want to keep it long like that right there, and see how that looks. See, that's fire, and that all I had to do was just drag it and drop it on there. That's called MTransition Scrub. It's a pack of like 30 of them, and the one I chose was MTransition Scrub 07. Now we're gonna do the next transition. I believe this is number 4. That was it right there. It's a quick one. So basically, that little pop effect that everybody be doing, where they'll trace the person and then make the person pop in a couple frames before the scene pop in. That's basically what it is. So let me show you. Boom, see? Boom. Now what I did, I can actually just delete it. I got 2 clips right here. See? Boom. I'm gonna go to the beginning of the second clip, right? Beginning of the second clip, drag it out a little bit. Go up here, click hold. That's gonna make it a freeze frame. And drag it out to right where the second clip started. So, boom. Now what I want to do is go here, go to your effects, go to mask, draw mask, put that on there. Turn a little zoom up and just trace their body out. It don't even gotta be perfect. I do recommend zooming in more around the hair and the head. Alright, so now you got it traced out and freeze framed. See, that's what most people do right here. Doot doot. Just that little popping effect. Take it a step further. You want to go to the end of the freeze frame. Keyframe everything. Go to the beginning of the freeze frame and go to position right here. Slide that over to where she starts at. Like put it over her body, you feel me? So when it move, it look like it's coming out of her body, if that makes sense, right? And then it's keyframe, so it should, boom, go to the original spot, just like that. Boom. So it's like coming out of her and then going into the new spot. Boom. Now what we gotta do is add some blur to it. Boom. I'm actually gonna drag it past where it's supposed to be. Yep. You see how the shot in right here, but I'm dragging it over. I wanna drag it over, and you're gonna see why in a second. Cause I'm gonna put that on. Those is just regular fades. I'm gonna actually drag it on more. Drag the fade out. Maybe even more, why not? There. And you see how it like got a little glitch at the end? I kinda like that, so that's why I do that. But I'm gonna add a blur on it and it's gonna make it look even better. Now for this I'm gonna use directional blur. I got it on there right there already. We just gonna keep it directional, blurry. Keep it blurry, something like that. That look creative. Cause with the fade out, it's gonna fix it up, make it look right anyways. Feel me? Yeah. That's that right there. Wow. That's hard. even drag it out some if you want. Yeah, you get it right there. That's that. Now the next transition is basically just a zoom out, but it's a technique to do it. I got this from basically watching Jerry PhD videos, Jerry Production. Yeah, just basically a way to take it a step further. So this is it. So you see how it's zooming out. Now the technique is the first shot, feel me? This is the artist right here. So this is where your eyes is gonna be. So when I zoom out, I want the zoom to start from that point on the screen. So watch. Boom. You see how it's zooming out from right there? Boom. And that's the technique. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the end of the first clip, last frame, end of the first clip, and you see where the subject is. This is the one that's rapping, so this is where your eyes gonna be at, right? So you put your mouse right there. You see where the basically where this is at on the screen. You want to go to the next clip, and you want to make that part of the screen the anchor point, right? So where his face was is basically where bro neck is right here. So I'm gonna make that part the anchor. So go down there, and then to make a point the anchor, all you do is just slide that over and bring it to the middle of the screen. Boom. Boom. So now this area is the anchor, feel me? And to move it back to where it was without losing the anchor, you want to go to position and you just copy the numbers basically. So that's 640.9, negative 640.9. Then this is 383. Boom. Now you got the screen back where it's supposed to be, but you got your anchor point set, right? So basically what you want to do is go back here and just listen. Alright, so I'm going to go to this point right here. And then that's where I'm going to put a keyframe. Then I'm going to go to the beginning of the last clip. And that's where I'm zooming in at. And as you can see, it's zooming in off to the side. And that's basically where his face was. That's where the your eyes is going to be at when you're watching the first clip. So when it goes to the next clip, boom, it's zooming out from right there. And that's the sauce. Feel me? Boom, right there. Zoom out from right there. So let's see. Boom. And we can actually make the whole clip a zoom out. So I'm going to put a keyframe at the end. Keyframe that to 100 at the end of the clip. And then for this, I could just, I'm gonna bump it up to where they start, like make them fit the frame, right? Then you go to the beginning of the clip. And that's already a good zoom. I don't even gotta change nothing. So let's see. Boom, that look way better with the whole clip zooming out. You got like a heavy zoom out right in the beginning of the clip, and that's the transition, and then the rest of the clip keeps zooming out. Boom. Boom. And as you can see, I did it again on the next clip after that, and that just make it even look better. Hit them back to back, like boom. So now if I play it back, these is 5 different transitions put together. This is how a music video would look. Even though these is all different clips, you'll see like Boom. And that's how you do that. That's 5 music video transitions in Final Cut Pro. You can use these for anything, anytime, any type of video. It don't even matter. If you thought those is fire or useful or whatever, put a comment down below, like and subscribe, all that good stuff.